Hello, welcome back to Brand Sushi Live Noding. This is for November 2020 growth prompt. I can't remember which day, but it was inspired by this setup by Victor Dorfel, and so this is what I got. So this thing can kind of grow if we adjust this one of the parameter, which is this one. So the whole thing is a little bit complicated, but it's actually super simple. The one that's responsible is this node, segment. So with segment, you provide a point A and point B, and it will simply generate a cut. So it's gonna be like originally it's like a straight line, and you make a cut. You can have a number of cuts that you want, or you can have like a random value to represent the step of the segment. It's a very powerful nodes, and interestingly, these nodes will create this kind of thing at the end of the line if you don't have enough segment. I don't know why. So let's take a look. So this is what's going on, right? And so that's point A, which can have radius. Okay, apparently with the radius, it starts to have this kind of clumping at the end. So this is the icosphere, kind of like point B, I think. So an icosphere, of course, is an icosphere, and you can increase the number of icosphere. You get something that's more interesting. And this is the other points, which is like a random vector, which could be scaled and randomized. And this segment that you can adjust. So with the bigger the segment, the more you have more details for the lines, which I actually randomize further using noise displacement. And I even use a random random number of seeds. So if each and every growth tentacles or lines is different, if I get rid of this, every line is actually the same. So if I animate this, it's like they're underwater. If I plug this in to the seed, each one is different, so it's almost like they're alive and moving. So I can arrange this in the circular pattern if I like. It's also kind of interesting. It's almost like a plant of some sort. But for now, I just turn it off. This is just for the placement matrix. The result of this is all polyline, but you can also use normal polygons. So let's see if I just reduce the resolutions. If I increase the radius, you get something like this. This is, since this is all aligned segments with edges data, you can actually just use poly level. I think this might work, or actually just use Nest Viewer, combine everything. Draw the edge. So we have this, and this can be turned into normal polygon if we turn on screw and turn on angle to 0, and then just increase this number, and then we use solidify. So that's a nice quick trick to add thickness. It's not perfect, but you can see what's going on with all this extra line. It's clumping. It's really weird. I'm pretty sure we can reduce the clumping if we adjust the parameter. I think this guy is responsible, the random vector. Anyway, this guy, we can also use remeasure, I think, and it becomes an interesting mesh. Well, at least anyway, for this you can randomize the seed of this, so it's kind of like electrical thing. This radius, I wonder if I zero it out. So if I zero this out, we don't have that clumping happening. Some people might like this better. Oh, by the way, with all this, it's nicer if you put it in a group inside a collection, so you can easily hide it. This is the result that we have using mesh. It will be nice if we can taper the ending. But you can always use smooth. Let's try remesh once again. Oh well, not too pretty, so just gonna delete that. I prefer these lines and just play with this radius. So that's making the growth effects. If you animate the scale, so it's like the character is growing, you have a lot of control over this setup. Alright, so they also looks a little bit like a mushroom, like a fungi. Yeah, really weird mushroom. But anyway, that's a growing mushroom. Hopefully you enjoy this one. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.